Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Plebs channel. It is your boy Jumpman. Sorry for the hiatus, guys. I have not been feeling well. There's a lot of viruses and a lot of things floating around the air in my area and probably in your area too. And I've just been trying to get myself right. It's been a season of a little bit of confusion, uncertainty, and doubt. Most definitely, I know that the sentiment around the market is really bad. Altcoins have been being punished. Bitcoin is just kind of doing its thing, and I get it. Personally, I think sometimes it's good to step away from the charts when things aren't looking too great. And I think that most definitely, I didn't want to be really just kind of saying the same thing that other YouTubers are saying, and sometimes it's good just to take a break. So I'm not 100%, but hey, look, the show goes on, and we have a job to do. So let's go ahead and get into the charts, and let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. So right now, things don't look too pretty, guys. I get it. This bearish engulfing, somewhat of a bearish engulfing candle right here is like kind of maybe showing us that we maybe have some pullbacks on the way. I know we have some data coming out later on the week with CPI and PPI. Hopefully, these can be catalysts that can kind of get us to go move more up to the upside. I know a lot of influencers and the more popular channels are, going ahead and they're tapping out on a lot of these altcoins and they're moving over to a strictly Bitcoin only portfolio. While I always would say Bitcoin is the way, I think that kind of strategy would have been best months and months ago. So I think a lot of influencers are being really misleading right now. Historically, February is always a bullish month. So I am looking for some type of reversal soon, guys. I know that this is getting really repetitive and I know it's getting really old saying it, but we are basically in some really uncharted territories. And, I do like TA, but I don't always live by the sword because, look, TA is a great way of having a blueprint of what we think price is going to be doing, but it's not the end all be all. It can't pick up manipulation. It cannot pick up a tweet from an individual that is trying to prove a point. So we have to keep these things in mind. So we can draw up charts, but you know what? They can get invalidated by just a simple tweet. So what we need to do is try to find good levels and kind of figure out patterns and what's been going on. So what's been going on is that, look, we're not in a friendly environment with risk on assets. Until we get the QE and we get the quantitative easing, then we're going to be basically keep doing this pump 20%, dump 25%, pump 15%. Is just going to keep playing this little fizzle out game over and over and over until we get this rate cuts by Jerome Powell. This dude is tripping right now. I get it, like he wants to achieve the 2% interest rate goal, but eventually if we keep these rates high like this, something's going to break. And I'm not an economist by any means. I don't really know the ins and outs of all that, and neither do you. And maybe even the people that are in charge of our country don't even know that. So, look, all this is just a gamble right now. But what I do know is that there's a lot of support at this 90K zone that we have met time and time and time again, where we've gotten multiple bounces from the 92, 90K zone. So we do know that. And then we do know that we have strong support at 80K. So as long as we're staying above this 92K zone, I think we're okay. We're just in this chop zone, and altcoins are in this, dump phase right now. But look, a lot of these altcoins are in bear market lows. I do think that eventually, sometime this week, maybe next week, we will begin to start seeing a reversal to the upside. Now, look, take that with a grain of salt. I know everybody's saying all these different things, and I'm really a nobody. But if you're going by historical data, we have always had a bull run. We have always had an alt season. So I don't understand why we would not have one now. So the main thing is just being in the right projects, being in the right utility plays, and finding the right entry levels. So if we can hold this 96 zone and hopefully make a way up to maybe hopefully change the patterns of these candles to maybe be a little bit more uh be more of a bullish wave up, then I think we'll be okay. As long as we can hold this and we can kind of gain some new support and break some of these old resistances, maybe we might be okay. But I get it, guys. It's just one of these kind of things. I know a lot of people are down 30, 40, 50%, and the sentiment is really still. People are depressed. People are anxious. I think the fear and greed index is at a 35. The last time we were there, it was in September. But look what happened after September, guys. We had some massive run ups in October and November. And, you know, ultimately we had that massive correction in December. So, you know, I think it's just a matter of being patient. I know a lot of guys came in when XRP was at 365. They were buying these tops. They got told by their favorite influencers that XRP was going to run to 10 to 15 to $20, and you got sucked up into into the hopium. It happens all the time, and it's really unfortunate that a lot of these bigger YouTube channels, they won't be honest and they won't give, the community the right information. But if you guys are watching this channel and if you guys are joining, crypto plebs or even the KGU family, we're going to do our best to help you guys out to find the right levels and to be as transparent as we can about market conditions. Again, don't ever think that I'm going to know where price action is going to go, but we just at least want to stay up to date with where the best optimal buy zones would be for each cryptocurrency. So links will be below. So, like I said, again, I don't think Bitcoin's going to drop below 90K. I do think that, we are going to have a reversal, hopefully within the next 2 weeks or so. It could be some small downside, with this whole tariff thing with the EU. And I know a lot of the markets are still spooked by this, but, a lot of this is just so generic by just not generic, but it's just based on faith. Like, I have faith in this. I have faith in the future of this country, not necessarily in Trump, guys. I have just faith in the economy and I have faith in the direction that we're headed. I don't put my faith in the politician. I put it in, the man above. And I just have a feeling that, things are going to sort themselves out. So being all in crypto right now is probably not the best thing to do. I think it's good to have some cash on the side. I always practice a 60-40 or a 40-60 approach, making sure you always have some dry powder to buy dips and making sure that you're prepared and ready for whatever. So when you practice these type of key strategies, you're always going to be set to win. So look, guys, I think we're going to be okay. So I think you just need to relax, step away from the charts. It's all good, man. Sometimes we need a little break. I had to take a little bit of a couple of days to kind of rebalance my thoughts. I'm still under the weather, and I'm going through a couple seasons of my own. Not necessarily financially. I'm battling a few things. In just everyday life. I'm an ordinary person just like you. And sometimes we got to go back to the drawing board and just kind of look at life and really think about you know what is next. And for me, like I said, I'm just rebalancing the portfolio, looking at things that I should probably take off, try not to stress too much, get some exercise, and just be prepared for the next leg up. It's going to happen, guys. This bull market is not over with. Is it, there's always a small possibility that things could not go the way that, I'm saying, but that's everything in life. So I'm going to kill the video off, guys. Like I said, this has been a very unfortunate few couple of months, but this is an opportunity that, that maybe hopefully will pay off in the long run. And, like I said, I encourage you guys to join our community. If not, to join a community and try to stay positive, guys, and try to just think about the long term. So, with that being said, you guys enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday, whatever team you're going for. Personally, for me, I am not a Chiefs fan. I think it's just a little played out already. I wish that there would just be a different set of teams in there, get a fresh new take. But I know I have a bunch of friends that are Eagles fans, so I'm most definitely going to be going for them this round. But let's see what happened, guys. Y'all guys stay blessed, and remember, this too shall pass. Just stay focused. Join the community. Our links will be below. Shout out to the family, KGU, Crypto Plebs. Y'all guys have a great day.